So the Flash movie. First off, try and see this movie before it gets spoiled. I had to avoid talk friends and text threads. I had to avoid the internet. Anytime I saw the Flash, just keep scrolling. I was excited for this movie. The past few Marvel movies, I'm kind of, even though this was technically a sequel, I'm a little sequeled out. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy, the first two. I'm going to wait for the third because I don't mind familiar when it's familiar yet new somehow. Does that make any sense? So I just kind of, I love the last Spider-Man movie with like Doc Ock coming back as Sandman. That was really fun. And I just been superhero movied out. But when you got Keaton back in the '89 Batman suit, I mean they were tugging on the strings of like nostalgia, but they made it fun. And there's a lot of people on YouTube who they're in the business of taking away your fun. And I'm not going to name any names because this isn't a drama channel, and I'm not going to get anywhere talking shit about anyone else. I'm going to get somewhere just being me and being negative when you need to be negative. And drama and being negative sells on YouTube, but I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to make money. Sure, I always talk about hitting 1,000 subs, and a part of that is you get monetized. If I get $20 here and there for a video somehow, I'm not dumb. I'm going to use that to buy toys or gas money. But I don't need this as a business, so I'm not going to try and sell you anything. So when I'm telling you I had fun in this movie, I'm not bullshitting you. If you're 35 and older and you have a kid, it was fun as F. I freaking cried one scene. I didn't expect certain things. I just didn't know were going to be in the film. It's too jokey for what's going. I don't mind jokes in a film, but when people are in a building about to die, I don't think a character should be making jokes. That's just what they do in movies these days. Most DC movies are kind of brooding and dark and like Batman with what's his name? The kid from Twilight. Robert Pattinson. That movie was shot well. It was beautiful, but I slept through that damn thing twice. I saw it in the theater and fell asleep. I seen it home and fell asleep. I've given that movie opportunities. I don't care if it's shot well. If it's boring and puts me to sleep and it's so dark and morose. Is that the word? This movie, a little too jokey, but yet it pulled on the heartstrings, and I'm telling you, they had me. I felt like a little kid at times. I cried once. I was laughing. It was almost 3 hours, and it didn't feel like it. Is it a mess? Yes. The way it needs to get where it goes is a little too easy. But also, people that are real big I used to read comic books. I have a box somewhere. Comics, as fun as they are, as good as they are, as much as I love my era of comics where I grew up in, sometimes they're goofy. Sometimes they're stupid. Every single comic book isn't like high-end art. So don't try to give me that. I know there's some complete amazing graphic novel and comic book stories out there. I know the Frank Miller stuff is great. The guy who wrote The Watchmen, I forget his name, Alan Moore. I know there's some amazing stuff out there. Not trying to diminish anything, but you can have some goofy stories. So this is kind of a goofy story that just is put there to be able to put what they wanted to put in the movie. And you're never going to see this again. You're definitely never going to see what you see in this film again. Just try and see it today or tomorrow before it gets spoiled for you. Do not wait. If it gets ruined, if a lot of what I saw was ruined for me, I don't know if I would have had as much fun. No, because the first half of the movie doesn't have a lot of that shit, and we all knew Keaton was going to be in it from jump, and Keaton was enough to carry this film, and Ezra Miller is kind of a nutty douche in real life, but he's a terrific Barry Allen. I don't know how true it is to the character. I'm not a DC historian. I just love the way they look, and I was a Batman reader, and I actually liked Aquaman too. So Barry Allen as the Flash, I don't know how true it is to the comic, but in a movie he's captivating enough. He carried the film. When he was in it, I was worried when he was in it by himself, it would be dragged down. No, he did fine on his own when it was just him. A kid loved it. The old ball and chain loved it. Hi, if you're watching this, she had time. She did fall asleep once though, but I think she was just tired, dealing with my bullshit all day. So, take care. I mean, just go see it. You go see it. Let me know what you think. If you're a DC hater and you just love Marvel movies, then I'm not going to win you over. I mean, if you just, for some reason, if you love, every Marvel girl and Captain Marvel and the Captain Marvel show, then you can't hate this, Let's hear chatter over there. So, I don't do movie reviews, but this just pertains so much to the toys that I got, Now this suit makes so much sense. I thought this was a mess up, this Batman symbol, and I didn't want to say this shit when I bought the figure because I was like, what? Did this dude really get so cheap? He just printed the Flash. Now it makes sense to me. Now I actually really, really like this figure. I kind of adore this figure now. The movie made all these figures make so much sense, even Burnt Toast Guy. So, I'm going to do something right now just to kind of prove my point. And till next time, take care. Okay, we're going to little trivia, little test. Now, did we practice or rehearse this? Answer. You can answer.
I don't know.
Did we practice this? We just came in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is, and you don't care about any of this comic book movie stuff or any of Daddy's toys, right?
No.
You don't care.
No.
I mean, you think it's cool, but you don't really pay attention to it, right?
Yeah.
Now, what movie did we go see today?
We saw the new movie of when.
What's the main?
Flash.
The
Yeah,
Flash.
Flash.
Okay, Flash is. Go point to the Flash. You can watch out for the camera.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
That was Flash, and who was that?
That is his it's basically his self.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was.
That was the young Supergirl.
Yep. Who's that?
Batman.
And that was the first Batman, right?
Yeah.
It was confusing. I know.
Yeah.
And this is.
I'm not sure who he is.
But he was in the movie,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like what? But you didn't know who they were. You know who they are now.
Yeah.
Did you have fun in the movie?
Yes.
And it was a long movie.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we laughed,
Yeah.
right? And we
Yeah.
cried.
Yeah.
And you didn't think you were gonna like it. I mean, you liked it, right?
Yeah.
That's what's important, right?
Yes.
That's it, kids. And that's all I'm trying to say is the proof is sometimes not through your own eyes, but you got to get through the eyes of a child, and you just got to have fun. And till next time, take care, have fun.